A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cavaliers will kick this deep to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense comes on the field to open this game. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
We talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And the PA team makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back on that right away. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. The Panthers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it. Play action here on 1st down. Close to the tight end.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just a 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
And the Panthers will line up here on first down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get into the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He's got some room, can he get there? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The Panthers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Quick throw, testing the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Cavaliers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Physical. It's down. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
A new set of downs after that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown. Hit.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14.
That makes the score Virginia 21-14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. Catch made, a lot of space now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Cavaliers are in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. As a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
This is a squirt kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Panthers will kick this deep and begin the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This offense is still clicking. And they get set now to try the PAT. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback. And you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Second down.
Motion now from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. That picks up a first down. They spot it at the 39. And the Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big hit at the end, but on a fresh set of downs. Hit getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The linebacker shifting around now. It's a draw play. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Hit now operating in the red zone.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Second down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Well, this linebacker's showing he's got some serious speed. I mean, he's been pounding people play after play against the run. This time the ball's on the ground. I just thought he might pick it up. He shows us what kind of speed he has. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
That one produces a decent game.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Third down coming up.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes a quick grab. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Looking to throw yet again. With the catch, it's Dickey. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.